And then, so the other side is how do you force appreciation on cash flow properties? Let's say you've owned your apartment building for many, many years, and it hasn't appreciated that much. What can you do? So here we're using our 36-unit apartment building in Albuquerque as an example, but we've done the same thing in Oklahoma. We've done the same thing in rent-controlled Berkeley. So we know this model works. And this is basically, think about adding value to your property that tenants would be willing to pay for, and then also reorganize your structure so that you actually give more or address some of the issues your property may have faced because of functional obsolescence. So in the case of our 36-unit apartment building, we actually had a really good unit mix of 2 bedrooms and 1 bedrooms. But at the time that it was built, the parking ratio was 1.2 parking spaces per apartment unit. Well, most people have a car, and if you have a 2-bedroom, they need 2-car parking spaces, 2-car parking spaces, right? So in our case, we didn't realize that we needed to refresh our apartment units. And towards the end of the 15 years before we started renovations, we actually were advised by our property manager to start renting our 2 bedrooms as if they were 1 bedroom because of the parking constraint. So what we actually did was we reorganized the parking spaces. We were lucky enough to be able to reorganize parking spaces. So we actually had tandem parking front and back for each unit. So each unit actually, each 2-bedroom unit actually got 2 parking spaces instead of 1. And as a result, we could attract more tenants and charge higher rent. And then we also created private yards and balconies so that they could have the people who are willing to pay extra for their dogs, they could actually rent in our space and feel comfortable that their dogs have a place to roam. And again, charge higher rents for it. So we bought this property for 1.2. We injected $900,000 of renovations after owning it for 14, 15 years. And then we sold it for $3.7 million, $3.75 million in an environment where people didn't think it was ever going to be an appreciation property. But we actually created appreciation, forced appreciation on a cash flow property. And again, we done in Berkeley. So it is to talk about that stuff. So other ideas of seeing appreciation, cash flow properties, add in-unit laundry to these units if they didn't have them. Add dog wash areas. This is popular, as you can imagine, as more and more people have pets and they want to be able to enjoy their pets, but not have their apartments be messed up with the dirt from pets. So a dog wash area will actually attract the quality tenants that we wanted. You can add vending machines, you can add cell towers and billboards, and we've done that as well in our apartment building. So all of these are ideas to force appreciation